and the book content together. So this is what I'm working with. A sequel coming out at some point at the end of the year. Please be something good. Please be something good. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, hello, my name is Rita. I do a lot of Genshin Impact content and a lot of bookish content on this channel. And if you're coming back, hello, nice to see you again. We are going to be choosing my TBR list for the month of June. Now I feel like June is just going to be either very slow or very quick, depending on how many books I can get through. In June, I do have Download Festival, and I do have a really fun idea of what I want to do in terms of bringing the festival and the book content together, but I'm not sure how I'm going to execute it yet. So we're just going to have to wait and see if my creative juices end up flowing and we can, figure something out. But yeah, anyway, here she is in all her glory. My TBR prompt jar. Now, I've only just made this up, so I don't have that many prompts in here, but if you have any prompt jar ideas, let me know and I'll put them in here. I know a lot of people like to do the prompts in different colored sticky notes, but I just had like the yellow ones, so I just stuck with that. I also don't know how many books I'm going to choose yet. I think we're going to go with 4 just to be safe, because that's what I kind of average each month. Like, I'm not a fast reader, but I'm also not a person who doesn't only read like 1 book a month. So I feel like if I pick 4 prompts out of here, that will be the safe bet, because I don't want to overwhelm myself, but I also kind of want to mood read if I'm given the chance. So yeah, we're going to choose 4 prompts and we're going to see what on my TBR bookshelf I can fit into this prompt. Is there anything, before we start, is there anything that I'm kind of eager to read? I don't really think so. I am currently reading Red Rising, which will be in my May wrap-up video soon. Or I might just do a bi-monthly wrap-up video of what I've read. But yeah, Red Rising it's been hard-hitting. Like, that book has actually made me cry at 8 o'clock this morning, because I've read the first chapter where everything kind of goes to crap this morning. And it just, I feel like that book is going to emotionally break me. But yeah, let's see what we get. Okay. The first prompt is Asriel picks. I will need to give them a call. Hello. Hello. So
there's a cat butt.
Cat butt. So you get to pick one of my books out of my shelf for me to read next month. So this is what I'm working with in terms of books. I also do have the Kindle as well, so I can get anything literally on the Kindle. This, which is I think is like a horror. I've got a trilogy. Then there's this, which I bought because the cover was nice.
Reasonable.
This is a high fantasy read, so I might pick that, but I'm not sure yet. I have that. Stage Set for Villains, another fantasy. This is a Little Mermaid retelling, I think. I'm not sure. This is a Dark Academia. This is another hyped book I should have probably read by now. And then I bought a lot of paperbacks. And then I have this, which is I think is set in Scotland.
Ooh.
This one is also set in Scotland. Egyptian sort of fantasy. I'm not sure if it's got romance in it. Trilogy, which is
that's on my list right now.
What this?
Yeah, that trilogy.
Okay. If I finish it before you can have these. The Devils, I don't know. I think this is just like a fantasy, and then I think this might be a horror as well. And that's all. That's all my physical stuff.
I just finished a horror that was really good.
Okay.
Called Overgrowth, and I think it's probably on Kindle. I know.
Okay.
As in, I literally finished it last night.
Oh. Okay. Overgrowth. Is it about mushrooms, perchance?
It's about plant aliens.
Plant aliens. I don't know if I'm...
Yeah. I true stuff. I do think you would like it. It's very creepy.
I will put it on my TBR, but I kind of want
Put
to...
it on your TBR. I think the Egyptian one sounds cool.
Okay.
Just because that seems just kind of out of left field based on everything else that's on your shelf, and also the cover is nice.
Yeah, it does have a part 2 as well, so if I like part 2, I'm going to have to get part 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Love. I'm very excited because I just bought this as well.
Yeah.
I just bought this. I was like, oh yeah, no, I'm not going to read the books that I have been on my shelf for ages.
I bought Overgrowth.
Okay, well, thank you. I'm excited. Thank you for your contribution and thank you for answering the call.
Yippee!
Yippee! Love you!
Love you!
Bye! Fabulous. So, Azriel has picked The Jasad Air by Sarah Has... I am not going to pronounce that author's name. But yeah, we are going to be reading Jasad Air. This is Azriel's pick. The next prompt. I bet it's going to be something like drag picks next. It's going to get all my friends to pick my books for me this month. Hyped book you should have read by now. Yeah, this is quite tough because I feel like all of these books have been hyped. It's just going to be kind of hard to try and decide what I want to read. Okay, so let me pull out all the books that are contenders. Metal Slinger, Half City, probably Starside. And yeah, what is it on my Kindle? Yeah, probably these 3 I think have been quite hyped. And I still haven't read them. And 2 of them are obviously my fabulous sprayed edges. I feel like Half City has a sequel coming out at some point at the end of the year. And it's like a dark academia sort of school set book. I personally am not really feeling it because I've just read a dark academia book and I didn't have the best time with it. I kind of zoned out halfway through it and then towards the end the ending wasn't that great. So I'm going to put the dark academia one back. So it's between Starside, which has a sequel coming out at the end of this year, or Metal Slinger, which has a sequel coming out in a month. I'm going to go with Metal Slinger just because the sequel is coming out sooner than the Starside one. I feel like I can put Starside to one back to the shelf at the moment just because if I really love this, the sequel is going to be out sooner than this. So yeah, I guess for my second prompt we're choosing Metal Slinger. Okay, let's see. Please don't be one where a person has to pick. Non-romance pick. Oh, okay. Non-romance pick. Let's see. I feel like all of my books that I have got some sort of hint of romance in them. Yeah, all my Kindle books have got romance in them as well. Okay, so this is where the high fantasy comes in, I guess. Mistborn? And get it over and done with and actually read a paperback because I just bought a bunch of paperbacks. I can do The Will of the Many, which is another, I think it's another non-romance pick. We could do The Devils as well. Let me see what the blurb says. Europe stares into the abyss. Plague and famine stalk the land, monsters lurk in every shadow, and greedy princes care for nothing but their own ambitions. Sometimes only the darkest paths lead towards the light, paths on which the righteous will not dare to tread. When you're headed through hell, you need the devils on your side. That's pretty cool. Okay, that could be a pick. Oh, there's Tower of the Tyrant as well. I feel like this is going to be quite heavy on the gore. I feel like Tower of the Tyrant is another one that I can have. Okay. Let's have a look. Let's hope no matter how dark things get, and 3 things remain true above all else. Fellowship is stronger than this isolation. The past will come back to haunt you. Nothing stays secret forever. Oh. Okay. Oh, there's contents in this book. That's cool. This is what we're working with for the non-romance picks. The Will of the Many, Mistborn, Tower of the Tyrant, and the Devils. Just because I feel like I already picked a paperback book, I am going to put these two back. And I feel also Mistborn is going to fry my head. So it's between the Tower of the Tyrant and the Devils. I feel like this is going to be more fun read, and this is going to be a more of a nail-bitey situation, if that makes sense. Like this, I feel like this, I'm going to be on the edge of my seat and be stressed for the characters more than I am with this. This also feels like a little bit of a Fellowship of the Ring retelling. I'm gonna go with the Tower of the Tyrant for my non-romance pick this month. Oh my god, when you pick books out like that, it looks, yeah, it just, it looks quite empty now, doesn't it? But yeah, this is my TBR or to be read shelf, and then the other side is where the red books go. Last one. Please be something good. Please be something good. Last Kindle download. Well, I guess I'm getting my Kindle out. What did I download last? Yeah, I actually downloaded a book today because I wanted to put it on my TBR. Because I just saw it on Instagram and I was like, oh, that looks really interesting. I really want to read that. So I do have this, which is called A Soul to Keep by Opal Reen. I saw somebody else rave about this on Instagram, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna go and see if it's available on Kindle, and it was. So I think this is a monster romance, but done tastefully. Again, when I pick out books, I'm not really sure what happens in them or what the blurbs are. We're definitely going to read this for sure, and I'm excited. Yeah, so let's just go through all the books and read their blurbs and see what we're in for. Asriel picks, we've got the Jasad Heir. An unmissable tale of shattered kingdoms, forbidden magic, and cunning royals unfolds in this Egyptian-inspired epic fantasy debut. 10 years ago, the kingdom of Jasad burned, its magic was outlawed, its royal family murdered. At least that's what the Sylvia wants people to believe. Their heir of Jasad escaped the massacre, and she intends to stay hidden, especially from the armies of Nijal, which continue to hunt her people. But a moment of anger changes everything. When Aaron, the Najal heir, tracks a group of Jasadi rebels to her village, Sylvia accidentally reveals her magic and captures his attention. Now Sylvia is forced to make a deal with her greatest enemy, help him hunt the rebels in exchange for her life. A deadly game begins. Sylvia can't let Aaron discover her identity, even as hatred shifts into something more between the heirs. As the tides change around her, Sylvia will have to choose between the life she wants and the one she abandoned. Excited. That's cool. I know there's definitely a second book. This is fun. This is going to be good. Hyped book you should have read by now. I have picked Metal Slinger because the Metal Slingers sequel is coming out next month, so I thought this would be a good time as any to read it. One boat, one bed, one jaw-dropping plot twist. Even though she's not one of them, Bryn has spent her life among the Alaha, a community excited to live at sea, exiled to live at sea, training to be a guard and waiting for the chance to attend the annual market hosted by the Kenta, the very same people who exiled her adopted community. Going to the market is a rite of passage eagerly anticipated by all young guards. But Bryn does not anticipate breaking a century-long peace treaty while there, or for an instant encounter with an enemy soldier to threaten the fragile peace between their people and everything Bryn once believed to be true. Soon, Bryn's loyalty to the Alaha is tested when an unexpected visitor tracks her down, none other than the said enemy soldier, sworn under oath to awaken Bryn to her true identity. Sent to sea and feeling more alone than ever, there is a world of denied magic is unveiled. With rumors of a growing rebellion, Bryn's future has never looked so unsure. She was once certain of her fate and whether she belonged, but the dark, knowing eyes of the stranger have her questioning everything, including her heart. And yes, I do have the sprayed edge edition of this. I actually picked it up on Vinted because I already had a hardcover of this, but I sold that and I was like, I'm going to try and find a decently priced sprayed edge version. Yeah, Metal Slinger is our pick for a hyped book we haven't. Well, I should have read by now. Our non-romance pick, we've got The Tower of the Tyrant, which I think is a non-romance. And like I already said, the blurb looks incredible. It doesn't seem very romance-based, if that makes sense. It's just going to be like a one very enchanting story rather than it being all like very romance heavy and developing characters. I feel like there's going to be a lot of world building in here and an intricate magic system, so I'm very excited for that. And then for my last Kindle download is Opal Rain, A Soul to Keep. There is, I obviously don't know the blurb, but the couple of first pages, to all the monsters out there, this book is for you. Don't pretend that you've never wanted to be by some human-eating dark entity that has a skull for a face. You saw the cover, you knew what you were getting yourself into, and you still chose to open this book and read it. I feel like I'm going to probably leave this book until I go to Download Festival and read it at Download Festival, see if I can finish it in the weekend in between bans. It's going to be a lot easier to transport and have about while I'm there. But yes, these are the 4 books that I'm reading in June. Hopefully I can get through all of them and hopefully I can read some more, but I'm going to leave space just for some mood reading. On average, I do read about 4 books a month, but that turns out about 1 a week. But yeah, I feel like June is just going to be a very, very busy month, and I don't know if I'm even going to be able to get through all of those books, but we can surely try. I would love to know what your number 1 book on your June TBR is. I hope to see you in the next video. Hope you have a really great June. Bye!